Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Hi everyone. Why am I quoting Robert Frost? I don't know. When I saw the confluence of stars in the dock for 2025, this poem popped into my head and just wouldn't leave. Okay, because you see, the dock has a choice to make in 2025. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood. However, unlike the poem, The Road Not Taken, where the two paths are actually pretty much the same, in the case of the dock's stars for 2025, there is a clear choice to be made. So now, I need to take some creative license to amend the poem a little bit, okay? Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and glad I could not travel both. Okay, the way the year pans out requires a conscious choice, which you will see in a minute. Okay, quick intro before we start. Nice meeting you. Thank you for jumping in. My name is Pauline Cheng. I am a Bazi and Feng Shui practitioner, and I use this art to empower, not to disempower. This is not just a tagline for me, it's personal, it's very personal. See, when it comes to getting lucky or being lucky, we tend to be lucky when our energy is high. When our energy is low, that's when things start to unravel. Okay? Now, I've been accused of sugarcoating in these Zodiac videos, but really, my personal goal with these videos is always to encourage everyone to get onto an upward spiral. It's not about blind optimism. It's about using whatever positive stars, and in some cases, even redirecting the negative stars to positive effect. This is where I'm coming from. But enough of that. Let's start with a quick overview. For most dogs, 2024 brought a pivotal and transformational change. Big change. For those of you watching, I hope the change was positive for you, and I hope that you seize the opportunity to make the changes you want. I hope the change elevated you and pushed your life onto an upward trajectory. Because in 2025, what we are dealing with here is the aftermath of that change. And the two roads diverging in a yellow wood, we want to focus more of our attention on these positive stars and not give too much fuel to the negative ones. So there's a choice to be made. We either go here or we go here. Let's analyze these stars one by one. Okay, pulling saddle is the after effect or the aftermath of change. It's discomfort growth. It's that period of time where you settle into your new role or a new life, acclimatize yourself, consolidate your position, and start building a new comfort zone for yourself. Let's hang this around a couple of examples, shall we? Let's say you have the dog in your year. 2024's change saw you relocating to a new country or a new environment. The pulling saddle is you exploring and enjoying the new experiences so far. So getting acquainted with the culture, falling in love with the food, learning the language, that sort of thing. Another example, let's say you have the dog in your month and 2024's change saw you promoted. Pulling saddle is the effort to settle into your new role, take on new expectations, new colleagues, new hierarchy, new responsibilities, new skill sets. Presence of the pulling saddle is asking you to stay in this comfort growth. Keep pushing the envelope, keep exploring, be open to new experiences. Reject the human urge to rush back into your comfort zone. Like back to my example of moving to a new country, right? If you refuse to get out there and explore, engage with the locals, if you stay holed up in your new house every day, then what's the point, right? So in a nutshell, pulling saddle is the accelerated growth that comes after a period of change. So, but is there any support for the pulling saddle, or are you going to be left dangling on a limb as you experience the discomfort of growth? Apparently, there is a ladder to prop you up. Monthly Virtue, Jade Hall. Monthly Virtue is a star of contributions. It provides problem-solving support. So when you troubleshoot or problem solve, it provides that little extra boost to speed things up. And big problems become small problems becomes no problem, okay? But the monthly virtue cannot help you if you refuse to confront the problems. So the boost from the monthly virtue typically shows up in the form of support and assistance from noble people. So to use the monthly virtue, we need to, number 1, take quick action. Number 2, contribute solutions. Number 3, learn to ask for help. Number 4, learn to recognize help when offered. And number 5, show gratitude by giving back. Monthly virtue is also known as a karma star. It's almost like the positive version of the hook spirit. The more you give, the more you get in return, which is why many practitioners will encourage you to make it a practice to donate to a charity when you see this star coming into your chart. But seriously, shouldn't giving to charity be something we do on a regular basis, right? Do we really need to wait for a monthly virtue to show up? All right, but let's just take this as a reminder, okay? And when we contribute, our value grows exponentially as well. Here comes the Jade Hall, which represents something growing in value. It could mean our property has grown in value. It could also mean some asset, tangible or intangible, has grown in value as well. The Jade House supports business dealings, increasing transactions, and for business owner can also mean time to increase price as well. Yeah, you can celebrate after this, okay? But it's logical. As our value increases, so too does our salary, hopefully. For business owners, as the value of our business or brand increases, so too should our profit margin. More, the presence of the Jade Hall can also mean an opportunity for you to acquire an asset that will grow in value. Again, this could be property, tangible, or it could be intangible, like some type of skill or knowledge or IP. Okay? So let's take the earlier example of taking on a new role at work. Yes, there is discomfort growth, pulling saddle. Yes, there are problems to solve, but the higher value problems you solve, the higher your value becomes. So if all these don't appeal, then at least use the Jade Hall to figure out what is valuable to you. Who do you want to become? But back to increasing our value, when we become valuable, people tend to gravitate towards us. Yes? Okay, now we enter into red matchmaker territory. This is peach blossom. Okay, love at first sight. So those who are looking for a partner, you better be getting out there, okay? But if you don't want to use the red matchmaker for love relationships, no problem. This is a celebration star. It's a sign of happy events as well. People gravitating towards you because somehow they like you. Therefore, this is a chance to build awesome relationships, strong interpersonal relationships, or even take existing relationships or acquaintances to a friendship level or a bestie level. To help this along, be conscious of the energy you radiate as well. Reframe how you approach relationships, change your perspective of relationships. Not everyone is there to exhaust you. Some appear in your life to support you, because this red matchmaker is accompanied by the advisor star, okay, the Tangfu. Plain and simple, this is also a star of the noble people. Its role to bring career and business opportunities, often in the form of advice, and it signifies the potential of you meeting that someone who can give you valuable advice for your career or business. So with these two stars, staying home in 2025, not going to work, okay? As I said, need to network if you want to use. Up to this point, one fork of the road, but two roads diverge in a yellow wood. This is one side. Now we talk about the other road. The cascading cloud represents the second fork of the road. Change is necessary, but not always pleasant. And sometimes, when drastic change happens, we feel lost, like we've lost our bearings. This is the cascading cloud. In the traditional interpretation, cascading cloud can mean that you may have made an enemy and now they're holding a grudge. like 50 cents grudging on Jarul, that kind of thing. Okay, so people out for revenge is the external manifestation of this negative star, and most likely if the dog is in your year or month pillar. One way to outplay this, of course, is to become better than they are. Stay on your upward trajectory. Okay, don't engage, leave them in your dust, so to speak. All right, but it can play out two ways. Internal manifestation of the cascading cloud, on the other hand, is more likely when the dog is in your day or hour pillar. So in that case, the internal manifestation of this happens when you don't like the effects of the change from 2024 and resentment starts to build up. This is the type of anger that is resentful, brooding, sulking. It's the full outrage, doom scrolling on a badly curated social media algorithm, and worse, it clouds your perspective. Lost in this fog, easily lose your sense of direction. Perhaps you feel that whatever happened to you has been unfair. Yes, no doubt. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. Okay, and anyone would be perfectly entitled to feel rage and anger. But the problem is when bad things happen to us, sometimes it's too easy to stay in that bad place. And doing nothing while staying angry is not the solution. So the solution is to use the monthly virtue to problem solve. Okay, would it help if I give you an example? Just an example, yeah. Let's say that the change from 2024 resulted in someone losing their job. Okay, it's so easy for other people to say, just get another job lah, right? What's the problem? Okay, but our careers are an integral part of our identity. And when the shock is too strong, it will be perfectly natural for that person, in our example, to feel like they've lost their bearings. And of course, entitled to anger and resentment. But if all that person does is stay home, seething, angry, unpleasant to deal with, not taking action, literally giving up, then the situation is likely to get worse, right? Okay, but if, still in the example, this person consciously uses monthly virtue to problem solve, proactively every day looks for a new job, or proactively uses the Jade Hall to acquire a new skill. And along the way, because they took action, they meet good advisors, can give them directions. Then this person can access the pulling saddle, which in this case can mean the opportunity to pivot and turn the entire situation around. So the bottom line is, if the change from 2024 threw you for a loop and you have somehow lost your direction because of the cascading cloud, please don't just stand still. List down the problems, prioritize, and start taking action where you can. Okay, let's move on to the other two. Lesser consumer always comes the year after the year breaker. This is a spendthrift star, retail therapy. It's small expenses going out, no control over your cash flow. Business owners can use this for advertising or market testing. Okay, the rest of us, budget law. Okay, the death charm, on the other hand, are surprises or being blindsided by petty details, unpleasant surprises along the way. It can also mean hidden health issue caused by neglect. Maybe in 2024, you may have neglected your personal well-being and now you're experiencing some minor health setbacks. But since you have the lesser consumer along with the death charm, okay, these two together, it's called throw money at the problem. Buy health, pay someone to resolve a problem for you. Okay, again, another example. Let's say you're a business owner and 2024's change has done wonders for your business. You were able to expand overseas and you're now on an upward trajectory. Death charm could be somehow you forgot or didn't know that you needed certain permits or paperwork, and now your progress is stalled because you were blindsided. You didn't know. So with the lesser consumer, hire someone to quickly apply for the permit for you. Do it the legit way lah, okay? So if money can solve a problem, it's not really a problem, right? Okay, so last but not least, the flying blade. This is argument star. Okay, fights, conflict, disputes, petty gossip, all right, what causes it? Cascading cloud, lor. Speaking out of anger, blurting out things that we shouldn't, then all the fighting starts. The solution, don't indulge in petty gossip. We can't stop other people, but we can choose to not engage. So, can you see the two roads diverging now? Upward trajectory here, downward spiral here. Now, does this mean that if you consciously put yourself on the upward trajectory, the negative stars won't happen? Not necessarily. But if you are on the upward trajectory, then the effects of the negative stars become minimized. So if you're on a positive path, we have the pulling saddle to bring us experiences, monthly virtue to smooth our journey, red matchmaker, okay, to bring great friends into our lives. The advisor brings great advisors, and we can even use the lesser consumer in a nice way, reward ourselves, enjoy life. Okay. Negative path means you are resentful of the change, lost your bearings in the cascading cloud, and because you're emanating such angry energy, problems keep piling up, and in anger, arguments start flying like blades. Okay, so it's no fun. So choose one, please. Okay, so can we forecast to a certain degree of probability which of the 10-day masters will likely experience which of these stars? Yes, but to find out more, I invite you to join myself and my friends Jonas Lee and Charmaine Ho for our annual Hack My 2025 webinar happening this January 3rd to 15th, 2025. Okay, we're going to be pulling out all the metaphysical stops, 八字, 气门, feng shui, yi jing, tarot, everything. Okay, help you create a battle plan for 2025. If you're keen to find out more, either scan this QR code right here or check out my link in the video description. Okay, so if you have the dog in your year, which governs industry, network, and social platforms, there are a lot of happy events out there. It's a great year to focus on building or on forging relationships within your industry and your network. Of course, we'll need to spend money. Networking costs money. Okay, will there be some disputes? Surely, but we're all adults, aren't we? And most importantly, if you have the dog in the year and you're looking for a relationship, okay, don't care lah whether you're looking for girlfriend or boyfriend, okay, please don't stay at home. Join some group activities. Tell your friends you have the red matchmaker out here. In Cantonese, it's called Yak Kim Zhong Cheng. So be more active on social media. You know, don't just post, comment on other people's posts as well. That kind of stuff. All right. Okay, next slide. Okay, if you have the dog in your month, which governs business and career, here's your chance to increase your value by enhancing the impact of your contributions. Don't contribute gossip, contribute solutions. For business owners as well, value of your business can potentially grow. How do we do that? Monthly virtue, focus on improving the impact your business has on society. What type of problems does your business solve? Does your business help others become even more valuable? That is the true Jade Hall. So, for example, a car mechanic helps present the value of your car. A YouTube channel becomes more valuable because its content uplifts others. And oh, by the way, you know where I'm heading with this, right? Okay, if you like this sharing, please don't be shy about hitting that like button. Okay, so there can be so many examples, right? And here's the secret. Be it business or career, we become super valuable when we are able to uplift others. The more people we can uplift, the more valuable we become. Okay, so next one. If you've got the dog in your day, which is your relationship pillar, first and foremost, presence of the Jade Hall can mean that the value of your current home may have increased. So if you're looking to sell, maybe 2025, right? But Red Matchmaker here, if you're already partnered, this is the chance to take the relationship to a next level. And as you do that, let the relationship grow to new heights. But do be careful of lingering resentment over past arguments. Okay, that's the cascading cloud. So use the monthly virtue, talk things out, resolve misunderstandings. If you're single and looking, use the lesser consumer, maybe improve certain aspects of your presentation. While I 100% agree, we should not judge each other by the way we look, but humans are visual creatures also. When you step out in like new clothes, you know that buoyant feeling you get when you look good? It radiates outwards, making you more attractive as well. It's not about spending money to attract a partner. It's about spending money so that when you leave the house, you walk and feel like $1 million. Okay, so if you have the dog in your hour, this is the pillar that governs quite a lot of things. Investment, mindset, children stuff. Let's go with investment first. Jade Hall. Excellent for investment. It may mean an opportunity to acquire an asset. It could also mean that some of your previous investments may have matured. Time to take profit and reinvest. Mindset. This could be a year you experience some form of spiritual or intellectual growth. Could be discomforting at first, but exciting. With children, this is a year where you create opportunities for them to explore the world around and experience new things. Watch them grow as their own person. And always, cascading cloud is the most dangerous in either the hour or the day. Something or someone is living rent-free in your head. Be mindful of your mental energy. When the cascading cloud affects our judgment, we cannot see opportunities. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your buddies in 2025. Tiger has got 2 prize stars. Basically, got a little bit lucky, but they have their fair share of problems too. However, this does not preclude you from hanging out with them, and basically everyone get lucky together. The horse, super smart in 2025. If you need a study buddy, this is the guy to work with. And as for the rabbit, not fantastic but has courage. If you're looking for an accountability buddy, the rabbit will fit into the role. Okay, so 2025 is lit for the dog, packed with major moves and big vibes. With the pulling saddle, it's a year to put yourself on an upward trajectory, so don't sleep on this chance. Monthly virtue, your cheat code for good karma. Then there's the Jade Hall bringing those boss level money moves. Get ready to secure the bag, yours. Red Matchmaker is sprinkling some serious love and connection vibes. Be it business or personal, you're gonna be making some important and meaningful links. But don't get too comfy, because the cascading cloud and lesser consumer are dropping a little rain on the party, reminding you to stay grounded. So, since I started this video with the road not taken, I'll end it with the closing verse as well, but with some creative liberty, okay? 2 roads diverge in a wood, and I chose the one where growth lies, and that has made all the difference. With that, let me wish you with the dog, 恭喜發財, 金玉滿堂. May 2025 be a year that puts you on a winning upward path. Until we meet again in the next video, you have a great day ahead.